Well, we're ramping up already for 2024. I was wondering, for those that are thinking about writing a paper next year, what benefits can they expect from writing and presenting at PNSQC?
Mhm. Well, I think it's the only way that you're going to learn in a way that challenges you personally is to very much commit yourself to a topic and to dive in deeply. And let's face it, in this day and age, it's very challenging to find spaces where you can go and do that. Maybe in an academic setting, going off and you have to write your thesis. So PNSQC is the perfect spot if you're working in the profession of software quality and testing, that you're able to find something that is relevant to you, that's going to be a challenge. And I would encourage individuals to absolutely take on that challenge for yourself and dive into it deeply, because you will learn things that aren't out there in the public domain. You will be able to make a contribution to something that's deeply meaningful to yourself, and that journey, that knowledge journey, and that application and executing on it is where else are you going to get that? So it's challenging. You're going to have to spend more time than at first glance you might expect. But time is not only, just a commodity. Time is an investment. And the ability to be able to invest your time and attention into something that will be, one, a benefit to you and your career, but also to the people that are in this profession, I think is a tremendous way to give back, while at the same time making you more capable of doing a great job and just furthering what it is that we do in quality.
I really used the paper writing as kind of the outline of my talk. So I really used both of those formats together to be able to um to be able to deliver a paper that was very much in line with the actual talk, because when you're writing the paper in the speaker's voice, it has a different tone
Mhm.
and it has just a different format. And then when you are delivering and talking, when you're actually delivering and presenting the session, the paper format kind of comes out in that as well. So I think that really kind of helped me. I knew what I was going to speak on, and then kind of putting those extra details into the paper in kind of that speaker's voice is what kind of got me over
Mhm.
some of those humps.
Do not hesitate. A lot of people are a little fearful or hesitant about speaking. You know what? You don't get better at it until you try it. And what a perfect venue to try it. There will be experts helping you in terms of your paper. So you don't think you're a great writer. You don't have to be a great writer. You know what? Some of the greatest writers in the world ever were terrible grammacists. They were awful writers. They had editors and people to help them to get their books and their papers together. You don't have to be all that. You just have to have an idea.
If I had to give any sort of feedback, the first thing I would say is try it. Just pick a subject that you're passionate about and submit it and see what happens. Because, like, admittedly, I was really nervous when I first submitted my paper, even though I was like really confident, really excited to talk about it. I would say don't discount your ideas and opinions.
Mm.
And just give it a try and see what happens. And then, as far as the process itself, have patience. You might get a lot of feedback from your reviewers, and that's perfectly okay. They're trying to help you have the best paper possible, because this is going to, I understand, be published.
That's
And
right.
and they just want you to have the best paper to put forward in this. And so, yeah, you might get a lot of feedback, and you might be saying there, like, how am I going to like digest and consume all of this and present and build a paper that's going to be worthy to be published in the proceedings from PNSQC. And, just take it one piece of feedback at a time and do your best.